It is Sunday, it's July, and we're at the zoo. For the first time in 5 months. So, come along and we'll check it out and see what's changed, what's new, and what's still the same. I don't know. I have to admit, I got a little emotional driving in, because it's been so long since we've been here, and at times it didn't feel like we get back. But anyway, we are, and we're going to have fun. So we'll see you inside. First thing I should probably mention, zoo is currently pre-book only. You can't pay on the gate, you have to book online. There is a booking system on the website. Which
even members have to book.
Yes, even members have to book. I'll pop a link to the website in the description just so people know where to go. But yeah, we managed to get a members booking. You don't pay any extra if you are a member, it's just you book a free place and then you bring your membership. It's quite windy today, so apologise if you get a bit of noise off the camera. Can't do much about that. And for those who aren't from the UK maybe watching this, the rules around face coverings in the UK are not outdoors, only when you can socially distance. So we don't have to wear face coverings, but we have brought them for if we need to go anywhere it's busy, just as a precaution for other people.
Yeah, or we feel like we need them.
Yeah. My face covering is just my buff, but it's not on my head, it's around my face instead. So I'll get sunburnt on my head, but I'll be fine. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of sun out.
No, and it's not cold.
No.
It's breezy, but it's not particularly cold.
It looks like the zoo is preparing for when normal services can resume, because there are social distancing markings on the floor for that, and that is the last time I'll mention that word, those two words.
Physical distance, I think, is a better word.
Oh. See the animals again? Well, the metal animals, we'll hopefully see some real ones.
Do not fondle the metal animals.
We just did get an email through that some of the indoor exhibits have started to open up again now. Whether we'll get into them, I don't know. We'll just play it by ear on how busy they are and things like that. We're more here for the exercise, to be honest.
I'm here to see the new baby animals.
Yeah. And there's some guidance and rules there. You can pause the video and read that if you like. I just need to get my phone out to show our pre-booking information.
So we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. That was relatively easy. Just scan the what's the name, the pre-booking, and then scan our membership cards. One tip is if you have your phone on dark screen mode, so your background's black, the QR code doesn't work very well on the scanners, so I'll change that for next time. Anyway, we're going to sanitize, well, I'm going to sanitize my hands before we go in, and then we're done. If you are coming visiting the zoo at the minute as well, there's no paper maps at the minute, but you can just download the app. The app's actually pretty good, it's got the map on there. So you can do that in advance and plan a route. Fortunately, because we're proper zoo nerds who come quite frequently, we know the place like the back of my head, I mean hands. So we're pretty good at finding our way around. Well, I'm pretty good at finding my way around. Don't ask Gemma for directions.
I probably forgot half the places now.
Yeah. First stop is going to be the elephants. See if we can see this youngster.
Reva. Oh, we've got to go on this side.
Yes. There we go. Gemma's just pointed out she's making a bit of a racket over there.
Playing with them, darling.
Lovely. Look at the camels have just run out. And the onagers.
Oh, there's 2 food pots there.
There's a new camel, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it might be the younger.
Yeah.
Smaller one. But they're all like a pretty similar size, really.
Yeah.
The camel. She seems to be a bit cheeky but nervous of the omega.
Yeah. They're using the tannoy system to remind people to stay apart. They never use the tannoy system.
Hear that. It's on Remembrance Sunday.
Yeah.
But it really helps to keep everyone safe. We hope you have a brilliant day.
We're making a beeline towards the Jaguars. So far so good though, it's quite pleasant today, isn't it? It's actually quite muggy.
Yeah, almost leaves off.
Might get some rainstorms maybe tonight.
I know.
Oh yeah?
They're the old babies. They've moved them to holding pens, so they got to them.
Yeah. Obviously the rest of the Anoa are in islands, which hopefully we'll get to later. We do have a return visit booked for in a few weeks' time, so we can come back and do some more exploring if we don't see everything today. Chimps are causing bother in the chimp house. We can't go in there at the minute, it's an indoor enclosure.
And it is very small.
It is small and cramped. We have some construction here. I was reading in Cheshire newspaper that this is going to be upgraded to the, here we go, Caribbean flamingos currently offshore, setting into our new state-of-the-art holding areas which will be their temporary home until they return to the brand new habitat later this year. With scarlet ibis and roseate spoonbills.
As you go to Florida, that we'll see them just wandering out.
Yeah.
Well, not scarlet ibis, normal white ibis, but
Yeah.
definitely see the
Well, yeah, lots of construction going on here, that's quite exciting.
Yeah.
It should be said, the same article also said that the African upgrade, the plains exhibits, the new giraffe stuff, the hotel, restaurant, that's all on hold for at least 2 years, owing to the current circumstances.
And the man who used the money.
Yeah, and it did actually say that that money that was set aside for those upgrades has been used to keep the zoo running, because obviously animals still need feeding when guests aren't coming in. We decided to continue our membership while we were unable to visit, because why not? It's for charity. Some animals are miles away, can't see them. We got otters and babirusa here. We believe there's some young otters. I don't know if it's in this enclosure. They do look like there's some quite fresh looking faces in there. Babirusa's over in the other corner. Not sure if you can see them. Yeah, through the trees there.
On my babirusa.
I did just grumble because someone had blocked the path. They simply hadn't realised they were blocking the path and were very apologetic, and then I felt bad. Oops. We do have some chimps running around over there. Obviously not in anywhere that I can film them. We got someone hiding under the trees there. And if we pan over this way, they've all disappeared, but there's a few behind the bush over there as well. Like, it's that weirdo with the camera again. Let's hide.
You'll see movement in the trees though.
Yeah.
There, look. It's a Tina.
Could be. Looks leggy, gangly, teenager-ish.
Yay!
Got Nikki there. There's a full list of names apart from Annie. They've replaced a lot of the signage here. Mainly borne out by the fact that some of the old signage is in our living room. we acquired that in an auction, charity auction for the zoo. So look, see if we can see any birds today. They're probably a little bit freaked out by people suddenly appearing in their homes again.
See the birds in here?
Oh, there's one.
Oh.
Underneath the
log?
one of the pheasants. No, at the back.
Oh, yeah,
underneath the trees.
I feel like I need my sunglasses. Pansy.
If you are interested in markings on the floor to tell you where to stand, they're everywhere. People are standing in between them.
Yeah.
But it's not so busy, so it's not too bad.
Boris.
Yeah, there he is, everyone's favourite. You can tell it's Boris because of the way he swings when he walks.
Yeah.
He pulls himself forward on his arms, and now he's behind a post. That's for zoo historian interest. That's the old chimp enclosures there. There's rooms on the inside there, and they used to come across the bridges here. I think it's a long time since we've been in there. We went in there as a backstage tour once, but I remember going in there as a kid as well. This is the old tropical realm from the other side.
Still used.
Yeah, it is still used. It's one of our favourite places actually because it's so well planted and like, ingrained in the zoo. We have the sand lizard enclosure is now completed. I think it was pretty much done last time we came.
Yeah.
Might be a little, yeah.
It's quite watery, but there's no sun for them to bask in.
You do have to. It does have to be a sunny day to get them out.
Maybe.
Stand behind the yellow line, Gemma.
Crocodiles.
And so there's no mess in it here. You have to stand behind the yellow line or actually get eaten by a crocodile. Not seen any sand lizards.
No, but it's not that.
Is it one of them where we watch it back on the video and there's like 20 of them running around dancing and juggling? And this side is new, but I don't think there's anything in here yet.
There's no sign off.
We'll keep checking back. Maybe something will be added there in the future. I think we'll pop back here later.
There's a Jaguar out.
Yeah.
That's the cue to get into the house and you want to walk through the house.
Yeah, you can go inside, but we're going to give it a miss. Just have a quick run down to the lions while we're here. I think this will be a one-way route, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's quite pleasant here where it's quiet.
Yeah, but okay, there's a little bit of a curve.
Yeah, they just explained there's a little queue to follow. But it's not really crazy, so that's quite nice. We can do a bit of reading about the Gir forest. Saw a great video online that was from near the Gir forest, and it was an entire pack of lionesses just walking through a town.
Yeah.
And looking at the video, it was like a good 1% of the entire population of Asiatic lions in the world just walking through this one town. I'd love to have seen that. There's people just filming from the balconies. This explains a lot about our too. We have a lion there, it's Iblis.
Oh yeah.
Just hiding around the corner there.
See lion butt.
Yep.
One of the girls are with them.
Of course, the lions won't cooperate with the the rules around animals. They'll just go wherever they want. Sorry, around queuing. They just go wherever they want. Females here.
Oh yeah.
Kamori and Kamari. Relaxing in the sun.
Nice direction that
yeah, you're getting the one-eyed cat version here. And just from the other window, to view of those lionesses. Look at the black tails. They use those for communication when hunting.
Tails,
Don't be dirty, Gemma. Fab. I love the paws. Ooh, the sun's come out. Nice thing about the lions is once you've counted 3 cats, you can go. Seen them all. Next.
These are cute already from there.
Yeah, none of the sort of touch panels and stuff are obviously working at the minute, but they've covered them over with cute signs. We have noticed that the zoo's put up a lot more little picnic shelters, which is good. Yeah, and Gemma spotted the magical floating giraffe head. A rare animal indeed.
It doesn't have a body.
Maybe the entire giraffe house is just one big giraffe with a with 2 heads apparently.
Also a tail.
Yeah, I did see a tail then around the corner of the building. Gemma's just admiring the white hydrangea. Planting's really nice at the minute, as Gemma did say that it's probably because kids haven't been running through all the bushes and destroying them all.
Visitors haven't been just pulling handfuls of leaves out of the bushes as they go past, which is every year.
Yeah, it does look a little jungly.
It's lovely.
It is, it's nice.
We should get some nice lavender for our garden.
Do you want to pinch some? Back over the bridge towards Dragons in Danger. I don't think Dragons in Danger is open today, but we'll Go and check out some changes to the zoo when we get round here, up at the back. Look at the grasses are really long.
Oh, they should be.
It's nice. Very well planted. None of the kids play area stuff's open, much to my disappointment because I still want to play with that thing though.
Nice screens open there.
Oh, very nice. Heading up towards the old lion enclosure, and you'll notice there's a big difference here in that there's no longer an enclosure. And also, no longer a monorail.
Oh no.
So they've been very busy over this side of the zoo while it's been closed.
I'll take advantage of there being no people there.
This is actually quite a nice area now.
Yeah, it's lovely. Very family friendly and picnic friendly.
Yeah.
Because you can lay your blanket out, plenty of space.
And we can go and stand where the lions once rode.
We've done that before.
Yeah, we did on the
When we did the lion.
lanterns visits you got to go through. But now it's permanent. The old lion house is gone.
Play where the lions play. But we still left the plaque over there to tell you that the lions used to be here.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
That's fab. I really like this. It's pretty. Really opened up an area of the zoo that was probably fit and, you know, about time it had an overhaul.
Yeah, and I like
a
how
over,
they made it, like,
an
picnic friendly.
overhaul. Not an overhaul, that's different.
Plenty of pop-up food places.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we got a place to get burgers here and chicken wings.
Veg burgers, the chicken wings, yeah.
Gemma just pointed out as well the old cafe here has been taken out.
Yeah,
And the entire monorail station's gone and there's loads of picnic facilities. This looks lovely.
it's great, I love it.
It kind of reminds me, I'm sure it used to be a little bit like this here.
Bushy.
It's almost unrecognisable around here. There's a little gift shop opened up there. It has really opened up this area of the zoo and I think it kind of needed it.
Yeah, it did.
Especially for picnic facilities over here, yeah. You can get some ice cream there if you want with some lemur tails. I'm not sure they put lemur tails in the ice cream, but...
Well, that's just disappointing.
Of course, June's is open for food. One-way system in place. We were forewarned by Alan and Stevie's from Springy Tales Chester Zoo video that the penguins was a bit of a disaster, so we're going to avoid that because we do that at the best of times. We're just down by the giant otters. It's quite busy around here.
I think because it's just close to like the food area, haven't we? So.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the otters?
It was easy enough getting here for the most part.
Yeah.
You do get odd groups of 20 people just walking 7 abreast, but... Gonna sell her indoors.
So nice ones are shelled and otters, so they could be...
Yeah, they could be about flying.
And it could have been a rock though, so you never do know.
So we're going down somewhere where you're guaranteed to not have many people. There's that memory stone there for the head gardener of Chester Zoo. It's one of the nice quiet areas that not many people visit. You get to see the creepy statue. What's it called, this statue?
Noah and the Four Winds.
Noah and the Four Winds. You do get some really nice bird life down here when it's quiet. Sometimes. Yeah, there's no animals down here, so, well, other than native species. It's really quiet and peaceful down here. You can walk around as well. So if you're feeling a little bit like it's too much to handle if you come and visit the zoo and you want a bit of a break from people, here's a nice little spot to visit. Unfortunately though, because I've just come down here, everyone else is coming down here as well. And if you want to know where that is, it's right next to the indoor giant otter viewing.
Look for the flowers.
Look for the flowers and follow them down. Although I will admit that when you go down there, it suddenly becomes one of the most popular pets in the zoo. Oops.
That way to red pandas now.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, we went down there, we were literally the only two there, and now there's about 10 people.
Once one person goes down there, everyone's like, oh, what's
Yeah.
down there? But it's just like a nice little garden.
Yeah, it's nice for people to appreciate this part of the zoo they might never see. Back over at the otters, we found some otters.
And one of the babies.
Yeah?
Or both of the babies. 3 of them there.
Yeah.
She's like, have you got fish?
I'm gonna pull that one. You do? You know the one that's on the right?
Well, this is Zingo, isn't it? The girl. So I assume they're the pups. They look smaller.
Cute. I feel like this is becoming the gardens of Chester Zoo, but we've got some apples on trees here.
Well, like I say, Chester's always famous for its gardens.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's very colourful, everything in bloom.
This is the bumblebee garden, obviously it's attracted all the bumblebees. I love this little pup.
Yeah, it's cute. We should do that with our shed. So back over at the lion enclosure, and our friends just told us about this. There's marks in the trees where the lions have been sharpening the claws on them. Oh, when I say the lion enclosure, I mean the old one. Just heading up towards the red pandas now, because the last time we were here we were looking for babies, and by now they'll probably be fully grown. Of course, the real challenge with red pandas in summer is they hide in trees, and trees are full of leaves.
You're almost there though, isn't he? But I can't see him.
Yeah. There we go. One red panda. Animal move. We have Central African cheetahs, and now where the bush dogs were, but we can't see them, so we don't know actually if they're in here just yet, hiding, or they are coming soon to a cheetah house near you.
Not funny enough.
It is quite shady, this one, isn't it? Well, yeah, anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. What have you found?
A Himalayan manal.
Very pretty colours on this bird.
Yeah.
Tiny film. So we're just going over Cheetah Bridge towards the other half of the zoo now. See what's going on. And some instruction to stay to the left on this path. We're still at the other cheetah enclosure now. I'm not seeing any sign of cats in here either. But the signage is still up, so you know, it might still be around. And look, there's some sneaky monorail tracks still here as well. And the babiroos are here. Lady babiroos. Babiroos is all over this zoo. I don't know if there's any Philippine spotted deer about, because there is a lot of trees and it's difficult to see. No bats today, unsurprisingly. A little bit tight in there. And over at the tapirs, there's a little humbug in there. And any sign of anteaters? No, not indoors. There's barely a capybara in the enclosure here today. Well, they usually tend to hang around down the bottom down there, so maybe we'll check. Well, I can see one just over the back there. Maybe we'll get a better view when we get further down. Anyway, back to the left where I need to stick. Well, we were hoping we might see some new arrivals here today at the bear enclosure, but doesn't look like we are going to. The zoo did announce on a YouTube video that they had 2 cubs. I'm forgetting. The zoo has 2 bear species now. This is a spectacle bear enclosure. The capybara are of course all hiding behind the grassy hill, so we can't see them. Good news for Islands fan, the one-way system is back in operation. The whole experience of Islands is supposed to be a one-way system. Always was, but they didn't generally enforce it very strictly, but they are doing now. That's kind of good news. It does make it flow better and you get the full experience that way. Over by the zebra enclosure there, the zebras are all lying down on the grass. Way over the other side though. Maybe we'll go up that way and see them at some point. We're heading into Islands now, and look at the male Sitatunga, looks impressive. All these ladies here. He's proper staring me down as well. So heading into Islands, the Monado Street Kitchen, we're thinking is probably one of the ideal places to get a bite to eat at the minute, because it's all outdoors and there's plenty of picnic seating there as well. And of course Islands in general works really well for this sort of thing. The current situation, because with it being all one way, makes it just a bit easier to walk through.
Thanks so much for your support today.
Nice view of a Provost squirrel there. This isn't his entire enclosure, he's just in the tunnel between two other enclosures. For a moment it feels like I'm one of the only people in the zoo. Still one of my favourite places, this. The way it opens out into the nicely themed islands area is really good. With all the boats currently not running. See Gemma's all the way ahead of us and dawdling, filming stuff. Oh, the waterfall's not working today. And island supplies is shut. How surprising. It's lovely and quiet over this side. Bit of update on Monsoon Forest, which is just around this way over the other side. You know, people familiar with the zoo will know there was a really nasty fire there 2 years ago. That should be opening in autumn apparently, as in the news article I was reading the other day. They were pretty much on the verge of being ready for reopening when the COVID situation kicked in. Had to stop, but hopefully we'll be able to get it finished and we'll be able to visit in autumn. We found some warty pigs, look at these guys. All flat out relaxing. The male tree kangaroo in the indoor enclosure today, which is cool. Nice to see. First time we've seen him, I think.
She has a much more red face, so she...
Gemma's spotted both of the dusky pademelons, sorry, all three of the dusky pademelons, because the baby's down there with mum. And because the boat ride's not running, the water is, all the dirt's settled. You can see the ride mechanism really well now. And all the grasses that have been growing in there. I kind of thought it would be deeper than that. Over at the beef banteng, they're all shading. Hiding in this corner. Heading into some Martian tigers. The enclosure that theme. It's a great tiger enclosure for the tigers, which is what you want, and it looks fantastic, but unfortunately we very rarely ever see a tiger. Oh, she's in there somewhere, a lot of people are foot pointed.
Yeah, and you can...
So I can see movement way down at the back through the trees, but it's just like our usual trip to Chester Zoo for tigers. Now I had heard some of the aviaries might be opening, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Although that said, the rope's hanging down, maybe I was mistaken. Because the ropes here are all open. Gonna go and see some sunbirds. Look, I've been so wrong in the tunnel. This is about the best view we've had since we moved to this enclosure. Gemma has spotted a bird. Down there in the corner. Looks like they're doing some finishing touches to Monsoon Forest. The roof is back on, can't see it from here of course because we're under it. So autumn, we'll hopefully be able to back in there. We have pretty much taken the decision not to do any indoor enclosures today because we saw the queue for the Jaguar one and it was very busy around there, so we decided to let other people enjoy that. We can always come back in future, we got our membership, so we'll just take advantage of that membership, and when we get an empty day, I'm assuming we get a quieter day. Winter, it'll be quieter in winter. We'll start going back into the indoor enclosures as things settle down. Some more fantastic flowers. Maybe not this one. More lovely planting. It's like a zoo visit just for the plants today rather than animals. We're not having much luck on the animals front. Getting some good exercise though, it's really nice to be out and about. Well, here's Monado Street Kitchen, which is home for food. One way in, one way out. But we're getting Dole Whip because we've been waiting for this one. Yay! I haven't got enough hands for this.
Take that off.
There we go.
There you go.
Go on, I'll film you trying your first Dole Whip since November.
November? Oh, that's
Disney, yeah? Is it good? Good as you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy. No, my favourite aviary's closed.
Right.
Over by the black rhino here. Got 3 rhinos out. 1 in this enclosure and 2 over the back there. It's galloping. I think it's because she can see the other rhino over the other side. Close look at the other 2 now. We're over at the painted dog enclosure now, and some dogs knocking about.
And there's another one just behind there as well. You need to put the names up, I can learn all the names.
Of course, when we come over this side to look at the zebras, they move over that side. Ah well. And one of them's rolling over in the dust. Of course, miles away, where I can't see it.
You're going to do it again, come on. He's going to do it again. No.
There you go, they came over and saw us. Well, I did half the work, they did the other half. Could do one of these for the lawn. And this is the end of the line for the monorail, quite literally. This would have been where the monkey house station was. And we've done the entire zoo today. Find out whether we're going to revisit any enclosures now. Second lap. Let's see what we can see that we might have missed the first time around. Well, we had the briefest hint of jaguar. Just a jaguar's back walking over the hill, and that was it. And then someone came and told us about an orange chimp. It was an orangutan. Was it a monkey, was it? Listen to us zoo snobs. Maybe it was an orange chimp, who knows. We're not going into Realm because the queue's all the way up the hill. We'll give that one a miss.
Oh, did you get there?
We're over in the Madagascar section, and look at this, the lemurs are up on the gate.
There's a baby there as well.
Yeah?
Just his little head poking
Yeah,
out the wall.
and a tail. There you go, youngster. Oh, very cute.
They're following the cheetah. He's blocking the glass.
There you go.
He's all growing up now.
So we can't go into the ringtail and red ruff lemur enclosure, the walk-through section. We thought we'd come and see if we could see some fish and fosser.
Should be right in the middle there with something to eat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you guys okay there? Yeah, I am. I'm good for that. Okay, good. I'll try and shop then.
I see lemur tails.
I used to bring a box. Do you remember me?
As we're heading out for the day. Long Bozak. Enjoying the enclosure. The girls have all gone in by the looks of it. Right, so we're back in the car. Didn't film across the car park because it's really windy, so we thought
It's gone super windy.
before we leave, we'll say our goodbyes. So, did you have a nice day?
I did have a nice day.
It was good.
The rain held off.
A couple of
times.
squalls, but
yeah,
it was about.
nothing worth worrying about.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it was
the zoo was nice. It was pleasant, not too busy. Most people were.
There was a couple of busy areas, but it was where like the picnic areas were and stuff like that. So.
And the zoo was managing things well, one way.
Yeah, one-way systems and no touching the glass. And I even heard to keep it asking someone to step back behind the line and not touch the glass.
Step back behind the line.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that extreme, but yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to coming back again sometime soon as well.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Dulwich was good.
Dulwich was amazing.
Smashing. I think that covers everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.